can still enjoy this one.
Use the bilateral.
What is cracking, folks, and welcome to another episode of Earl's Yard, the channel where we talk about all things finance, investing, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and just how to get a little bit more out of life and be a little bit more financially free. In this short mini-series, bro, you don't own any Bitcoin? I'm going to be talking to you about whether it is the right time for you as an individual to buy into Bitcoin today. We've got the pandemic in full effect. There is chaos on the streets, blood in the streets. Is it the right time for you? What am I doing? And what do you need to be aware of before even considering buying Bitcoin in today's climate? All that and more in today's video, so stay tuned. There is just a little bit of rain out today, folks, even though it is more or less a pretty sunny and lovely day in the gorgeous area of South London. So I do apologize if there is a little bit of water that does get on the lens throughout the video. Guys, it's an awesome video today. There's going to be plenty of value that I'm delivering for you today, but to really get or maximize the most out of the value and out of this video, make sure that you do watch the video all the way to the end. Also, guys, really important thing that I do want to mention before we continue on with the video. If you do love making money, or you like the idea or the sound of making money while you sleep, then please make sure you like the video. It's going to just encourage me to make more videos like this, and it's going to improve my chances of the video being seen in front of more people. I am in the early stages of developing my channel, so all the love is much appreciated. If we just have a look over there, someone's parking in the common there. Pretty sure that's several $1,000 fine, but we won't bother them. And if you are new here, welcome. What's up? I'm Earl. Do consider subscribing to this channel and make sure you hit that little notification bell to make sure you get notified when new videos do come out. Before we get into whether you should buy Bitcoin today, in today's climate, there are a few little things that we need to be aware of and some things we need to discuss, as well as some questions that you need to write down and answer for yourself. The golden question on everybody's minds out there at the moment really is, how will Bitcoin perform should we see another significant correction in the market? To really get a true sense or any idea of making a slight prediction on that topic, we need to go back to March 2020 and just have a little bit of a look at the statistics. On March 16th, 2020, the Dow Jones Industrial Index dropped a whopping 12.93% in a single day, people. That is the largest ever record drop in US history to date. From March 7th all the way through to March 16th, Bitcoin lost over 50% of its value. In just over 2 weeks, the price of Bitcoin plummeted from $9,140 US to roughly $4,160 US. No matter who this will offend out there, I hate to say it, but the correlation suggests that Bitcoin is not able to yet detach itself from the stock market. Despite this, however, I personally believe when the next stock market crash does come, and I do think there is one coming within the next 6 months of at least, well, maybe 10 to 15% across the board, I personally believe Bitcoin will suffer a price hit to the negative side. However, I do not think personally that it will be as big as the drop we saw in March, and I do believe it will start to show why it was born out of the 2008 financial crisis. Satoshi Nakamoto, the anonymous creator of Bitcoin, designed Bitcoin to survive an economic crisis, and whilst it hasn't lived quite up to that full expectation just yet, I do believe it will happen periodically. Everything that I'm saying to you on these videos, friends, are all from personal belief, personal experience, and in-depth personal research. However, do your own research, do your own due diligence. This is by no means financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a dude on the internet that has been able to make some money from Bitcoin and investing. So just to summarize on that last point, I do believe in the next crash, Bitcoin will suffer a drop, but it will be within 50%. So less of a drop compared to March. Where does this logic come from, Earl, I hear you ask? Let me tell you with a few short reasons. The number one reason why I personally believe that Bitcoin will suffer less of a drop this time round than last drop is simply because there is so much more institutional money flooding into the market. Huge companies like Grayscale, gentlemen like Robert Kiyosaki, Paul Tudor Jones. These are multi-billionaires who originally started off investing in the stock market, but have now started to show great interest in Bitcoin. And there will be more and more to follow as the year goes on. Even big-time banks are starting to get involved in the Bitcoin space like never before. CEO of JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, officially announced roughly just only 1 year ago that if any of their employees were caught with Bitcoin or trading cryptocurrency, they would be fired immediately, among many other negative things about the blockchain space. Fast forward 1 year and it has been a complete 180. Jamie Dimon has officially come out and said on behalf of JP Morgan Bank that they have actually taken on Gemini as an official customer. For those of you that don't know, Gemini is one of the biggest cryptocurrency and Bitcoin exchanges in the US today. That is massive news. Statistics are also showing that on main cryptocurrency exchanges worldwide, such as Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, and Crypto.com, are showing staggering results. They are showing staggering increases in new users joining the platform, but not only joining, but also purchasing their first amounts of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. This is massive news. Mainstream adoption is slowly trickling in, which I personally believe will eventually, after we see this short knockback, bring Bitcoin back to all-time highs of 20,000, potentially by the end of 2020. The very last reason why I believe Bitcoin will see a sharper and faster recovery than the last crash in early 2020 is simply because of the Bitcoin halving. Do we remember what that means, people? 50% supply of daily Bitcoin mined is cut in half. Less supply, more demand equals a bullish price. The recovery will be faster. You just watch. So, what the heck do we do with all this information, Earl, I hear you say? Well, that depends on you as an individual. I want you to get a piece of paper right now and a pen, or even your iPad, or just something where you can write down the answers to the following questions that I want you to ask yourselves honestly right now. Make sure you do it. All of the following questions that I am going to be asking you now are going to be essentially designing or putting together your Bitcoin investing strategy if you have not got one already. It is so important, guys, that you do have a strategy to be successful with Bitcoin or even any kind of investing, period. Question number one, can you afford to lose all the money that you invest? What do I mean by that exactly? If you're planning to invest $5,000 into the market, how would you feel if that $5,000 went completely to zero? Would you be able to honestly live with yourself? You have to be able to be okay with that reality. You have to be okay with saying goodbye to that money for good. If you are not okay with it, or if you have any thought whatsoever that it might cause some friction within your life that you would not be able to handle, then you should not be investing that sum of money in Bitcoin. Question number two, how much Bitcoin do you already own, if any? This is a really important one to consider, people, and I'll tell you why, using myself as an example. I've been accumulating Bitcoin steadily since 2017. What does this mean? It means that now that we're in the year 2020, I'm actually content with the long-term holding of Bitcoin that I have accumulated. I have an amount of Bitcoin that I will not be touching for at least the next 5 to 10 years, no matter what happens with the price. So I am okay about not buying any more Bitcoin, no matter what the price is. However, if the story was different and I was a new investor to the market and I had no Bitcoin whatsoever, I would personally be trying to get my hands on as much Bitcoin as I possibly could below $10,000 US. And even if I did see a dip in the market, I would not sell. I would hold and hold and hold. I would stack, sats, and chill for a minimum of 5 years. Question number 3. How long do you expect it to take for you to start to be able to take some profits or returns off your Bitcoin investment? If it is anything less than 1 year, I would honestly say to you, especially as a beginner to the space, that you certainly would not want to be getting involved in short-term trading unless you have high skills in technical analysis and a good understanding of fundamental analysis, as well as a good level of education on geopolitical factors that may affect Bitcoin's price. And on top of that, even if you knew all of the above, the Bitcoin price could still go against you and you could still more than likely lose money. If you're new to the space, even if you're not, I would highly encourage you to hold most of your Bitcoin holding and portfolio for at least 5 years until we reach 100K plus levels per Bitcoin. The number one rule that you certainly do not want to break: do not buy Bitcoin today. The price is around 9,500 US dollars. And you wake up tomorrow morning, or we wake up tomorrow morning, and the price is 8,500 US dollars. Do not freak out and think, oh my God, I've just lost so much money on my investment. Bitcoin is volatile. If you can't hack it, then don't bother getting into the space. You need to get used to these price swings. Do not FOMO sell, fear of missing out, and lose your money. That is the number one way that most people lose their money in the cryptocurrency space, and it is one of the number one reasons why cryptocurrency and Bitcoin have a bad reputation among some people. Now that I've given you a little bit of time to just write down all those questions and answers, and if you haven't, just pause the video. Seriously, I'm not joking. Go and write them down. It's seriously going to help you. It's what I did, and it's helped me profit off Bitcoin, okay? Seriously, pause the video, write the answers down. And once you do, you will have created a small strategy for your Bitcoin investing for the future. So long as you keep asking yourself those same questions and stick to your guns, stick to those rules that you have created, stick to those principles, then you will never be disappointed with what happens. To give you an idea of what I'm personally going to do, as I previously mentioned, I've been accumulating Bitcoin since 2017. I've been stacking sats and I've been chilling that whole time. So as I said before, I am personally happy with how much Bitcoin I have accumulated, and if the price skyrocketed tomorrow, I wouldn't worry too much because I'm looking into other forms of investment such as Tesla and Microsoft and Nvidia in the stock market. To close this video, I just want to summarize it with 2 main points. Stack, sats, and chill, people. I know I've said it 2 or 3 times already, but just focus on accumulation of Bitcoin. Forget about the Bitcoin price. Don't worry, it's not a real factor in Bitcoin's performance. The fundamental value of Bitcoin is going up. The institutional money going into Bitcoin is going up. Lots of bullish things are happening for Bitcoin. The price will not always reflect what Bitcoin's real worth is. Stack, sats, and chill, people. Accumulate. And remember, anything below 10,000 US dollars is a bargain. In 5 years' time, those of you that took action on this video and maybe decided to invest a little bit of your money below 10,000, you will be thanking me in 5 years' time when Bitcoin is up at around 100,000 US dollars. So now you're probably wondering, Earl, that sounds great. Get me started. I want to buy my first Bitcoin. Well, it's really, really easy to do, guys. Just to help me out, go down in the description of this video. There is a little affiliate link there for the crypto.com app. Through that app, if you order a Ruby Red card or above, you will get a free 50 US dollars worth of cryptocurrency when you sign up with my referral link, and you'll be able to order the card, and then on top of that, you'll be able to buy your very own first Bitcoin and hold it on the crypto.com app. And for those of you looking to learn a little bit more in-depth information about MCO, crypto.com, and the card, just check out the little video that I will pop up somewhere here. If you enjoyed the video today, guys, I just want to say again, I really appreciate the time, and I really appreciate you sticking around. Make sure before you leave the video, take some action, answer those questions. Please give me a like on the video. I'd really appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new here or you haven't already to see more awesome videos that do come out. Make sure you do smash that little notification bell so you are notified when other videos like this do come out. And please let me know in the comments section. Ask me any questions at all, and I'll do my absolute best to get back to you. And talk to me about any other new videos or content that you would possibly like me to create in the future. That's it for now, guys. Peace out till next time.